Okay, so we're on. I've got my mic. The cat is on the microphone cord, literally. Can you move her, Dwayne? She thinks it's a toy. Welcome, y'all. This is our first time.
I want to say something real quick. Sorry, I just told her to say something first, and then here I come. But anyway, anyway, I know I literally, we set up here and told y'all that we were just going to be on Sambatree, but I was looking on the software and it was like, we can actually broadcast on both on Sambatree YouTube page and also on Samba Journeys. I didn't know that. So the video that I just did live over there on Samba Journeys, I just deleted it because that was really a test. But we're here now. And but I'm gonna dip for just a minute because we love this cat dearly. But what she does is she'll wait till we go live. When both of us come together, all of a sudden now she wants to start like, "Hey, me too."
Well, we'll just let her out.
She has her own Me Too movement. Meow too.
Okay,
anyway.
All right. Why don't we just let her? If she's set, just let her sit, and then let her out if she causes trouble. And mischief.
But you go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just checking. I'll be doing the technicals back here.
The technicals. Well, we're on. You normally don't see us with handheld mics, but next time we'll have our little lapel mics and stuff once they get all charged up. But this is the first time that we are doing a YouTube Shorts live on Sambatree, and we just wanted to try it out, and we wanted to I guess reintroduce, people to us and what we do. And yeah, so we're not gonna be here a really long time. We just wanted to kind of sit down and chat a little bit about why we do what we do. So any of you that might join us, you already know Dwayne and I, but for the people that don't know us, so the people that are just, meeting us, we started this journey quite a while ago, not just way before Sambatree was Sambatree. Okay. Sambatree started 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we started Sambatree, but see, she's acting up now. Hold on. We're going to let her out. We're going to let her out.
You want the camera? Okay, look. Look, give her the camera.
Get to stepping now.
All right. So here you go.
I don't know why. Yeah, she does that. Oh, well, that's her thing. She says, I want to be on. But so long before there was a store, I know I really had a passion for wellness. My dad was really wellness focused. My mom, not so much. But what really, I think, catapulted for me to focus on wellness was I watched my mom. I'm not trying to go deep too early, but I watched my mom be diagnosed with high blood pressure, diabetes, congestive heart failure, just a myriad of different medical conditions. But I never once saw her attending physician or her primary care physician or any of the physicians that she would go and consult with. I never once saw them put her on a 30-day nutrition program. Never once talked to her about anything outside, obviously, of the medication that they would provide. Just simple lifestyle choices. They might graze over it and then say, we're going to increase your dosage. Do you know what I mean? But there was never any real focus on healing. The focus was just on managing the condition, her conditions, plural. And that obviously is what we know of the conventional medical industry, right? Healthcare industry. You going to say something? Okay. And so, but I was a child. I didn't know, but I knew my mom lying there on the couch with wasn't it like 2 quarts? The big soda bottles, aren't those 2 quarts? No, those big soda, Coca-Cola bottles at the, I don't even know if they're still in the store, but there would be one by the couch every single day. And that was her flow. That's what she did. She drank her soda, and then diet soda came along. So it was like, oh, this is a healthy choice, diet soda. But I watched her health continuously decline. And even as a child, I knew something isn't right here. You know what I mean? And her pill case was, she took, I can't even tell you how many bottles of pills that she took. And as a child, when you watch your parent go through all of the different medical, all the drama medically, but they're very faithful. But the doctor said, I need to do this. The doctor said, I have to take this. The doctor said, if I do this, this is what I need. And what would happen is one medication to address one condition, let's say congestive heart failure, that then has a side effect, really a direct effect of XYZ. We're going to give you a medication to mitigate the adverse effect of the first medication that we gave you. So it was like a never ending cycle. And I know some of you have the same stories, but so that stayed with me as a child. And then I would say the one thing that really launched me into health and wellness research was just literally being a mom. And I'm going to tell you this one quick thing. So my son, as a toddler, he's 25 now, okay? But my son, as a toddler, when he would eat, he would get these large, hot, red patches on all around his mouth and up his face. And we didn't know what it was. We didn't know what was causing it. Took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, it's really hard to tell. We don't know, what causes these kinds of things, but I'm going to prescribe a steroid cream. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to prescribe a steroid cream for him. It'll help, heal the patch, not heal the patches, but it'll help, his discomfort and any soreness and blah, 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 whatever. And I went home. I never picked up the cream. I don't think I ever picked it up. I definitely never used it. But I went home and I told my husband, I said, why are we going to use a cream for a condition and we do not know what the root cause is? It makes no sense. Why would we do that? Why would it's like throwing something at the wall and hoping that it sticks. And so I said, let me just look it up. Now we had the internet, right? Because this was probably the year 2000 or so. And I looked it up and found out, and my son loved ketchup, found out that there was an enzyme in the tomatoes that would cause these hot rashes, right? And what would happen is he would get these rashes and then they would scab up. So it was like, imagine a child walking around with these big, dark scabs on his face. And it was the tomato, the enzyme in the ketchup. So I took him off ketchup, no rashes. I said, let me do a test just to make sure this isn't just, I gave him some ketchup, boom, big hot rash. And right then, as simple as that may seem, right then, I said, I will never entrust my health and the health of my family to someone else. I at least first have to be the one to search it out and to research it and to try to find, to listen to my body and to try to find what could be the cause of these certain things in my body. I'm not saying we never need a healthcare professional, but the way the healthcare system is designed, obviously, we talked about this many, many times. It's designed to manage conditions, to manage illness. Not to heal the illness, but to manage the illness. And a manager has to have employees. Okay. Like if you are a manager and you want to get rid of an employee, you don't manage the employee, you terminate the employee. But medical doctors in conventional medicine are not trained to terminate the illness or terminate the condition. They are there to manage it. The doctor is the manager and the illness is the employee. And their goal is to keep that employee employed for as long as they can. As long as they treat that condition, they're prescribing medicine for that condition, and they're making money. And, and so for all of those reasons, we really have to take back our health, take it back into our own hands. I'm not saying that there aren't some great doctors out there that truly want the best for their patients, but they have not been educated in the wide array of modalities to help people heal. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, so for all those reasons, we just found that there was way too many of our people trusting, the doctor like my mom did. And not enough of our people really seeking natural remedies and being consistent in those natural remedies to help their bodies heal. So that's what it was for me, for me.
All right. Yeah. So it's a very personal thing for both of us. You come on, my breath stink.
No, but you got half of yourself in the camera. I'm trying to help you, brother.
I'm like, if my breath stink, let me know. Well, first of all, big shout out, of course, to everybody in the chat. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, as you can see, this is our first time doing it this format. Yeah. So normally it's trust me, there's a little nervousness on my behalf.
You're nervous?
Because it's different. Because it's different. And I think the more I do it, the easier it'll get. But you know, it's whatever. But yeah, everything she said, right on. I just wanted to kind of go back a little bit.
Yeah, go back.
And then we're gonna come back forward and really talk about, again, what is this all about? So again, I just did a quick live and I just deleted it. But that was just like a test. But for those of you who are brand new to this channel, welcome. We appreciate you being here. And you may have come to this channel and you see like, well, dang, they got stuff all over the place. Well, let me tell you why we call it Samba Journeys. Okay, so in short, basically, for the most of our lives, we were part of the church. We were Christians. We were in Christianity and all of that, right? But we both have our own professional backgrounds too. She was in media, I was in media too, and all of that. And so we were still doing all of that, and at the same time, doing the whole Christian thing. But then we started having questions, like many people, we started asking questions. So we just followed that, you know what I mean? Just like a child would, that's how we learn as a people. You ask questions. And so the more questions we start asking, the more things started getting, I don't know, that kind of thing. And so that's what you'll see reflecting on this channel. And I know, I've been looking at some stuff and they will say, well, if you're going to do a channel like this, it's got to be about one thing and one thing only. I do get that and I understand, but I don't know. I just feel like I love seeing, I guess for me, I love stories. I love storytellers, and it's one thing when you just see the person one-dimensionally on the screen, but when you hear the different chapters of how they got there and what, it just makes it more interesting. So for us, that's just what it is. It's just we're just kind of, you'll see the different playlists, and I'm gonna clean up some of those playlists too, because I got some things on there that are just old or whatever, and just make it a lot sharper and easy for people to navigate. So you'll see a lot of those period of questioning and the period of all that other stuff, and then but news was something that was of always interest to me, and cultural. Getting into cultural issues and really asking those hard questions and why we do the things we do, and and not just wagging the finger and just saying shame on us as a people. But for me personally, I've always been about solutions. I want to build solutions, because there's so many people out here that want to spend all this time talking about the problems on what we don't have, what we're not doing, and this, that, or whatever. But I really want to create solutions. And so the news thing is is my little way of just doing that. So I'm not going to just talk about the problems or different things, but I also want to present solutions. And so that's what we do here. And so so it's a very interesting stew that we have here. And so with Sambatree is really part of that. It's it's solutions, providing solutions. Just like she mentioned both her parents. I had a father that passed, with a sickness, and then, and it just makes me mad because I think oftentimes like, man, what if he did this or what if he did that? You know what I'm saying? Because you look and see the poisons and stuff that they're constantly giving people and calling it medicine. And we just got tired of that, And so as we started delving into this thing, we said, you know what, let's start reaching out. Let's start finding out how we can put this thing together. And so again, it was a store that we first called it Brew Gardens, and later we changed the name to Sambatree. And that's what we did. And so my main drive or our main drive with this is to provide solutions as it pertains to health and wellness. Our top 2 targets is to destroy high blood pressure and to destroy diabetes, because it makes no sense right now in 2024 that this is still an issue, particularly amongst our people. We can blame all this other stuff, and you got people, many of our people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on doctor visits, on medicines, on all this other stuff, and they still got high blood pressure issues, or they still have diabetes. But the stuff that grow in nature, we have many testimonials of people who have just done some of the basic things, incorporating black seed or bitters or different little things. And by doing these things, they're going to the doctors, and the doctors are saying, well, dang, what the heck are you doing?
What'd you do? Yeah, what'd you do?
You know what I'm saying? So we don't have, I'm going to be honest with you, there's no secret formulas that we have here. Okay, so it is not that at all. Like, this is our little secret formula. We ain't going to tell you the ingredients. No, we tell you everything. That's what we do. It was a couple of years ago, we even helped, we had an individual that was kind enough to have to help with did an educational forum on training people on how to forage herbs and medicines right in your own backyard. And we've talked about this oftentimes. You know how this system has taught and trained us to poison and to kill things that they call weeds. They even portray them in cartoons as being evil, and they're taking over your lawn and all that, not realizing that pharmaceutical companies will oftentimes use these same plants and put them in there and call it medicine, and then they add their little witchcraft to it and then give it to you. We said enough of that. There's too many. Why all these things in our own backyards? We can use them. And so that's exactly what we are doing here with Sambatree. We're showing people all these wonderful things that grow in nature, both here and abroad. And we're showing people how it can be done. We're not experts. We just seen things. We have experienced many things ourselves, and we've seen the results. And there have been many people likewise who are seeing the same thing. And so to get the testimonies of different people who are coming back and saying, man, I just really appreciate this. I'm seeing now, like we had someone just leave a comment recently talking about their dental stuff. We, stop using that Crest gel. Some of y'all old enough, y'all remember that commercial, Crest gel. You remember that? Nah, we ain't getting on that train. Okay, there's some natural solutions even for dental care. And so anyway, someone left a comment saying that their children, they used the product. Their children, they went to the dentist, and the dentist was like, what are you doing? Because their teeth are fine. They're beautiful. And so that's the thing that we're talking about, learning from nature on how we can become better. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really what we do over at Sambatree.com. All right. So go ahead. I'm going to pass it back to her.
I see he has the comments scrolling, so I can see them. I'm going to be
dipping over here. You don't see me. I'm going to be dipping over here. If you have any questions, ask away. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing live. We're live here on Samba Journeys, and we're also live on Sambatree. I didn't know where I could do that, but now I know.
Now you know. We someone asked, what was I drinking? And I made this tea to show you. But what I am drinking, what this is our hibiscus tea, whole leaf hibiscus tea. Why am I drinking this? I'm going to tell you. I have a friend who, when I tell you she's down for the count, in bed, literally, she's like, I can't get up. I'm exhausted. I can't get rid of this cough. Okay, my friend Patrice, down. She is down, knocked out. I had a little something in July as well. So there are so many things kind of invading our space, our wellness space. Okay, all right. Between what they're spraying above us, the hidden chemicals in our foods, there's so much stuff, right, that's kind of permeating our health, that it's the little things that you do daily. It's the little things, y'all. Many people think, oh, I'm gonna go on a 10-day fast. I'm going to do a whole body detox. First, I'm going to detox my liver. Then I'm going to detox. And they go extreme. Okay. I'm not saying detoxing is bad. Don't get me wrong. But you start with the little things that make really a big impact. And so I am drinking my hibiscus tea because I can. Why wouldn't I? All right. And it is so potent as an immunity elixir. You know what I mean? It is so amazing for our immunity, chock full of vitamin C, so many other benefits. I'm going to show you. Dwayne, can you pass me that hibiscus right there? Yep. You might have to hold the mic though for me. Mm-hmm. But this is the whole leaf hibiscus. And when I say whole leaf, I literally mean that. You're getting the entire flower, not whole leaf, but whole flower. All right. Hibiscus, the whole flower is what you're getting, not pieces. All right. And our hibiscus comes from Jamaica and from Mexico. Okay. The whole flower. Some companies will just give you like bits and pieces. And, but it's such a beautiful tea when you brew it and those flowers open up. It's just such a beautiful tea. Extremely potent, very, very good, not just for immunity, so many other benefits. And excuse me, there you go. Thank you. It's something that I keep my teas in rotation constantly. I'm constantly drinking tea and I'm keeping them in rotation because that boosts wellness. Okay. I'm going to tell you one other thing.
Before you go.
Go ahead.
Before you go, then someone asked the question. I tried to get your comment on the screen. They said, what can heal autoimmune breathing condition, chronic cough, plaque psoriasis? They said it's been years. That's CC Blue Sky.
Okay. What can heal autoimmune breathing condition, chronic cough, plaque psoriasis? Okay. All right. So the first thing is they're all connected. Okay. So that autoimmune breathing condition and your plaque psoriasis. So eczema is an autoimmune condition. Psoriasis, an autoimmune condition. So although you've listed out three things, they're all connected. And whenever sometimes people will just say, I have an autoimmune condition and this is what I do to treat it, or this is what I do to, try to mitigate the symptoms. But the autoimmunity is happening because the body is responding to some condition that it does not like. Now, I don't know you personally. I'm not a licensed anything. Okay. I'm not a licensed anything when it comes to healthcare. All right. And so anybody, without looking at your labs, without looking at your levels, without knowing your medical history, can't give you a full and solid and comprehensive answer. But what I can say is in many cases, autoimmunity is triggered by something or some things. Okay. Whether it is your food, most people start with food, but food's not the only culprit. So whether it's your food, I'll give you an example of what I mean. There was a woman who was diagnosed with MS, okay, multiple sclerosis. She was diagnosed with MS. She went to the same integrative medical center that my husband and I were visiting at the time. And what they did was they completely cleaned her diet of gluten, of dairy, of processed sugars, of processed meats. All right. And they put her on a whole food diet where you are eating whole vegetables. You're not anything that comes in a box that you mix water in and bake it, or, none of that stuff. They put her on a whole food diet and cut out the immunity offending foods, right? Dairy, wheat, nuts, those things. In 30 days, her MS symptoms had completely cleared. And in 90 days, they said her body was completely restored. That's just one case. It may not be the same for you. Okay. You may not be able to get to an integrative medicine center. That may not be an option for you. But what I would do is I would suggest looking up, I believe it's called the Whole30 diet. I believe the Whole30 diet, if I'm not mistaken. And what it does is it gives your body a chance to heal by removing the foods that are in your diet that are slowing down that healing and aggravating the body. Okay. That's the best I can tell you without knowing you and knowing your medical history. I would start there. And then the other thing that I would say, which is a little deeper and probably a little bit more difficult, right, to do, other things in our lives can create, that are not tangibles, can create autoimmunity, like the stress that we're under or the trauma that we've endured. So if it is something that, I'll take you out of the picture and I'll just say Jane Doe, right? If Jane Doe endured some trauma as a child, and that trauma is still stored in the body, because trauma is stored in the body, not just the mind, not just the emotions, but it's stored in the body. So that trauma is going to manifest itself through the body. And so food is one part, all right? But the other part is healing the mind and the emotions, okay, from anything that may have occurred in the past. And then once you start those two things to help clean up the foundation, then you say, okay, what supplements can I take? Or what herbs can I take? Do you understand what I'm saying? But taking the herbs and the supplements and not dealing with the foundation it may yield some results, but it's not going to yield a complete result. So that's the best I can give you, without fully knowing you, Let's see. Is that all? Mm-hmm. Okay. That was the only question. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So again, what we're doing, here today on this broadcast again, is we do have numbers of you guys who do know us and are familiar with us, but we also got a brand new crop of people that have just come in. And this is just our way of reintroducing ourselves to you as well, as far as what this channel is about, what we're doing, that kind of thing. And when I say this channel, I'm speaking of Samba Journeys. Mm-hmm. And then also we're talking today, our focus is on Sambatree, where our focus is on health and wellness. The video that I just did recently, we talked about the dangers of oils. When you go to these restaurants and you get these, and they're using those old oils. Mm-hmm. And one of the things, just in research I was doing on that, because my interest was what happens to your body when you are consuming old oils. Mm-hmm. And I would encourage you to check that video out. Now, of course, I know I'm gonna have some people say, well, you shouldn't be eating anything fried anyway. I get it. I understand that. Mm-hmm. But we're where we are, and it's just what it is. You're going to at some point probably encounter this, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that they said is it can have a direct impact on mentally. Like there's a direct correlation. between people who are consuming these bad oils. And when we say bad oils, we're talking like seed oils, that kind of thing. But specifically in that video, I was talking about when these different restaurants don't change their oils out, you just increase the chances of this happening, or the impact of this happening to your body. And that is anxiety and depression. Now, how many of you seen people out here dealing with anxiety and depression? Well, then the next thing you got to do is look at, what are we eating? A lot of these restaurants, because of the economy, the way it is, they are cutting corners. That's just what it is. And so they think, and oils are something that's very expensive. It's very expensive. And they feel like, hey, listen, I'm going to keep the same oil for a week. And then like with Keith Lee, in his case, he went to a restaurant where they were using the same oils to cook just about everything. The fish, the crabs, all that stuff. You do not want to give in to that. One day I will do a video and we'll post it on Sambatree. We're going to talk about, those styrofoam containers. Well, listen, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten food, and from a restaurant that has those styrofoam containers. Well, did you know that there's also dangers with those as well?
Absolutely.
And so we'll talk about that. Those are the kind of topics that we're going to delve deeper in over on Sambatree. All right. So so I'm just kind of covering some of the bases here, and then we're just going to show you some stuff here on, just some of the things we have on the site. But while we're talking, hey, open up a browser window and go over to Sambatree.com. You see on your screen right now, we're in the final days, 18% off the entire store. That's that's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely this is the time now for you to jump on this. 18% off the entire store. That also includes bulk items, because we also do bulk things as well. And every month we're also always adding like brand new things that we come across. We're reaching out to different countries, people that we're meeting, and finding out, okay, what can we get the best deals and all of that stuff. And and not going to the China route. We ain't doing that. We want to, China's China, but we know what China is. We can't have a Temu attitude when it comes to our health. Yeah. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't do that. Like this little anti-cancer pill or whatever. Oh, what is it made out of? I was reading something the other day. In China, they said there's some pills that they busted. They busted these people distributing these pills. Guess what the outside of the pills were made out of? Guess. I'm gonna give y'all a minute, a half a minute. Guess what the outside of the pills, guess what they were made out of? Put it in the chat. I want to see you put it in the chat. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds. All right. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm going to look in and make sure I ain't missing nobody.
And Leroy, I got your question. I'll answer it once he's done with this, with his question. Okay. I'll answer you in just a second.
Too late. Y'all too slow. No, I'm just playing. It was made out of unborn babies.
Oh my gosh.
They were taking unborn babies and they said, this is the thing is, it's like you find this stuff and then you want to try to repost it and then YouTube want to snatch it down. You know what I'm saying? They were getting unborn babies and they said they would literally them up. And then because there's this belief that somehow you can get some extra life or something by doing that. You'll find that in other cultures, but that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. I'm not making this up. And so here's the thing. That's in China. I know that sounds horrible, no, because it is. But did you know the pharmaceutical companies? Do you know how much witchcraft they put in there? Why are you putting monkey parts in the medicine? What a monkey got to do with stuff we down with? See, don't get me started. This ain't the platform because this ain't. Don't get me started.
And kidneys, baby kidneys,
all kinds of mess.
Food flavorings
that they put in this, bugs and all this other stuff. So that's why we said, you know what? Enough is enough. We're done with it. I'm tired of seeing our people dying too early over some foolishness. Yeah. I'm tired of it. Yeah. And so this is what drives us to do what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And so
go ahead. I just want to get something.
Oh, she gonna get something. this is what drives us to do what we're doing, with Sambatree. So of course it's a store. Yes, it's a business or whatever. But we've always said on this platform, listen, at the end of the day, if you can find it somewhere and it's more convenient for you to go somewhere cheaper and get it, please do it. Because our reward is seeing our people, the health and wellness of our people turn around. That's our reward. So even if you get a little bit of information from here that makes that little difference in your mind and say, you know what, I'm going to start doing this better. I'm going to start adding some moringa to my diet. I'm going to start adding some of these chia seeds or whatever. And if you're doing that kind of stuff because of something you may have heard on this platform, mission accomplished. That's what we're all about. So again, big shout out to everybody in the chat. So glad that you guys are joining us. And we're just kind of doing like a intro, reintroduction, to Sambatree. And this is the chance too, because we get a lot of people that oftentimes say, you know what, I've been telling my friends and family, and I've been telling them that, they need to go and get some. Well, 18% off. They better do it because it's going to be a wrap.
It's going to be a wrap.
Go ahead.
So Leroy, I forgot Leroy's last name, but Leroy said, do you have any herbs for CDK, which is chronic CKD, chronic kidney disease? Get it out, Nicole, get it out. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you 2 herbs that are good. There's a list of herbs that are really good for chronic kidney disease. The first is astragalus. And astragalus, we don't offer it. This is just from my own medicine cabinet. Let's see if we can. I don't think this will.
Hold on. You know how they do.
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
There we go. Astragalus root. All right.
So take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, take a screenshot, Leroy. Astragalus root. All right. This is an extract here, and you just squirt it into your water. It's practically tasteless. Astragalus root is one. Let me give you another herb. Can you hold this, baby? Mm-hmm. Another herb. Let me give you. Cat's claw. Cat's claw. I'm going to show you what that. Now we do offer cat's claw, but this is the little shredded version. Can you see that? Cat's claw. All right. Cat's claw herb. All right. It comes in a powder, and you also can get it where it's shredded this way. Anyway, I can't get the camera to focus, but cat's claw. I believe we're out of stock right now on cat's claw. It should be back in stock in about 10 days, but those are 2 herbs that you can look into for your kidneys. So
I asked, what can you use to detox from heavy metal?
Heavy metals. Okay, so there is, and Dwayne, you can stop me if you think that I can't say this on YouTube, but I will tell you something that is new. When I say new, I mean it's gained popularity in the last 3-4 years, that people are having amazing results with metal detox. And it is called zeolite, Zeolite. And I'm going to give you the brand that you want to look up. You want to look up Once I pass the mic back to him, I'll look it up for you, and we'll put the brand in the chat. We do not offer zeolite, but we might be offering it soon. All right. Because what I'm hearing about heavy metal detoxing using zeolite is tremendous. I mean, tremendous. It went so viral on TikTok that TikTok started shutting down people's accounts that were promoting zeolite, because you had, now this part you can tell me if I need to stop talking, but you had parents of autistic children who were giving their children zeolite, and the autistic symptoms were literally disappearing within 72 hours, 48, 72 hours. Because of the metal that had been lodged in their brains from certain things, and I'm gonna leave it right there because I can't really say all that on YouTube. But zeolite, a huge win. Now, if you don't go that, because zeolite can be kind of expensive and you don't just want to grab anything on Amazon, especially if you see, when you go on Amazon and you search for an herb, look at the company name. If the company name is like a bunch of letters that don't really form a word, like if the name is like BB Cotton, or you know what I mean, it's just a collection of letters. That company most likely is from China, and they're big sellers on Amazon. And so I would not recommend you getting a zeolite supplement from a company that's not US based. All right. I'm not saying US, they're the darlings of anything, but I would, that's what I would say. But we'll put it in the chat. All right. Other things are, for heavy metal, like chelation, you've got cilantro and, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
What we can do is
chlorella and cilantro and things like that you can do for heavy metal chelation.
And any questions that you guys have for us, any questions at all, you can, if you don't want to ask here or whatever, that's fine. Just email us at
care@sambatree.com.
All right. So we're going to move right along and get.
Can you pass me that chlorophyll?
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Because we said we weren't going to be on here too long. Chlorella is not to be confused with chlorophyll. Okay. Chlorophyll is different than chlorella. Okay. We do offer chlorophyll in the store, liquid chlorophyll, which is excellent for detoxing, but then not what I was referring to just in answering your question. So, he's passing me some stuff. Okay. I need you to hold the mic, and I'm going to show some stuff. Okay. I'm going to show some stuff. All right. Okay. So
yeah, any questions that you may have, you can put them. This is a good time. If you're watching this live, you can put it in the chat. Okay. Right.
The other thing, if you're new to Sambatree, our body care products, I'm really, really pleased with. If you see me a little shiny, these lights are hot. Our Jamaican black castor oil, obviously it's excellent for hair, excellent for hair. And it has that rich, smoky color. Do you see that dark amber color? Can you see that? That dark color. A lot of, you got another hand?
I'll grow one real quick.
A lot of companies that offer Jamaican black castor, I said Jamaican black, Haitian black castor oil. I'm sorry, y'all. Haitian black castor oil, not Jamaican, but Haitian.
We love the Jamaicans too.
We love the Jamaicans too. Okay. But Haitian black castor oil. If because I've ordered off of Amazon, right? Just to compare. And the color is not as rich and smoky and dark and amber like as ours. You're right. They're almost clear. They're like a clear tan color that you'll find. But this is really rich, deep amber, the Haitian black castor oil. And we sell a lot of this, and men and women. Men use it for their beards. Ladies use it for their hair. One of my favorites. Mm-hmm. And then I would probably say body care. Probably one of my top favorites and customer favorites is the whipped shea. The whipped shea butter. You guys have seen us talk about the whipped shea many times before, but it's literally like ice cream for your skin. It really is. The texture is light. Look at that. It's just light. It's not hard. It's like ice cream for your skin. Okay, I'm going to rub this in, and then we're going to show you some more stuff. answer a few questions, more questions before we hop off of here. But I show the shea so much because even though you see shea everywhere, you see it in the stores, and you know everybody sells shea butter, but this is pure West African shea butter, and we've shared testimonies before. I have one actually that I can share, but I wish I had the pictures, but I don't think you can put in pictures on these lives, you know. But one of our customers who had eczema and was going through, this is what I mean about it not just being about food. They had just lost a parent, and they were going through a really, really, really stressful time. And it was during COVID. They wouldn't let her in to see her mother. It was all of that, a lot of drama. And her hands were beginning to split. Her fingers in these creases were beginning to split open, okay? Because there was so much, the stress was activating and agitating and causing an autoimmune response, and her eczema started really acting up. And her fingers were so dry that it would burn to wash her hands, and her fingers were literally splitting open. And she said, I tried the lotion that I had. I tried some other product, but then I ordered your shea butter, and I just started putting it on every single day. And she sent us pictures of before and after, and the hand was completely healed. Shea butter has an amazing healing effect on the skin. It is not just, something you do for aesthetics or something you do, because it feels good. No, it heals the skin. It heals skin. Last thing I'm telling you, I won't put my feet in the camera. I like my feet, but I won't put my feet in the camera. But what I was doing is I was, filing my feet, and I went a little too aggressive. And they were tender and they hurt. Okay. And I said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put shea butter. I applied shea butter to my feet for 2 days. When I say sore, it was hurting when I was walking because I'm extra and I went a little too rough, okay, with the file. 2 days, shea butter, and my feet. I could walk. My feet felt great because that's how rapidly the skin began to heal, okay? So shea butter is no joke, especially when it is pure. So that's a favorite of mine. Let me see.
And keep in mind too, as you're trying to figure out the next thing, another thing to keep in mind as well is that we are in a, as we're getting into the fall, and this is stuff that I'll talk about over on our Sambatree YouTube page. Okay, so if you're not subscribed over there, go and subscribe. Go ahead and do it, because we'll get into, that's going to be more our health kind of section there. Okay. But I was on Twitter last night, and I was listening to this guy, and he was talking about how in I think it's Washington State, they are experiencing a huge boost in measles outbreak. It's a huge measles outbreak, right? And then I said, well, let me look into this a little further. Well, there's certain things I can't say, but it's rooted in something that happened a few years ago. I'm just going to say that, right?
Right.
And so I went to the state that had the highest amount of participants in that activity a few years back that I can't talk about. And they said they are starting to see measles coming back. They said they haven't had issue with measles since. They said the last time they had issues with measles, it was like 2018. Well, start counting. 2019, 2020, ta-da! And then now all of a sudden it's coming back again. Why am I mentioning this? Because more than ever, it's going to be vital and important for you to make sure that your immune systems are up to where it needs to be. What are some things, just right off the top of your head, you could say that people should look into as far as building up keeping their immune system built?
Sunlight.
Yeah.
Immunity builders that are free. Let's start there. Okay. Because at the end of the day, what we're concerned about is you being healthy, not you just buying from us.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
all right.
right.
So sunlight, it is free. Do that. Get that. Okay. Sunlight. Sunlight makes everything better. Sunlight makes your body move, makes your body work. Okay. It affects every single process that your body does on a day-to-day basis. Okay. And helps you get better sleep. So get your sunlight. That's number one. Number two, grounding. It is also free. Okay. Stepping out there on the ground, walking on your grass, grounding, right? When you ground, when you step on the ground, it's great if the ground is a little moist, right? Take a little water bottle, put a little water down there before you stand. And what grounding does, like we've said many times before, is it literally pulls the inflammation out of your body. Okay. It reduces the inflammation immediately in your body. And the longer you do it, the better. That is free. Okay. Sunlight, grounding, and clean water. Okay. Clean water and sleep. Okay. Sleep. Those four things are free. Okay. And you can start there. If we're talking about supplements, man, immunity, hibiscus, like you just saw me drinking, blueberry leaf tea. All right. Moringa powder, excellent for immunity. Black seed oil, tremendous for immunity.
Yes.
Black seed oil is a winner every day of the week. Black seed oil. Turmeric has amazing immunity boosting power. Kinkeliba tea. I really love that tea. It's great for digestion, but it is amazing for immunity boost. Butterfly pea tea, another one, great for immunity. Sea moss, great for immunity. I mean, almost everything that is in our store that you can consume has been put there because it boosts your system in some way. Can you hand me that sea moss? Mm-hmm. Or did I have it over here?
I think you have it over there.
Okay.
Someone said mullein tea.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I was sleeping. Thank you. Who said that? Hey, Psalm 31:24 in the
house.
A mullein tea every day of the week, okay? And what I do when I make my hibiscus, I put a little mullein in there, okay? I would suggest, all right? And like Dwayne says, whether you buy it from us or whether you already have it in your cabinet or whatever, when you make your tea, do not just, well, I won't say do not. You do what you want to do, okay? But why not mix your teas? So put a little hibiscus in there, put a little burdock cut and sifted in there, cleanse the blood, put a little mullein, loose mullein leaf in there. Well, the mullein you want to put in a tea ball because it'll make your throat a little scratchy, right? Because of the fibers on the tea. Anyway, and so you have a mullein burdock hibiscus blend, or you have a cut and sifted ginger mullein lemon blend. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to make use of the different teas that are in your cabinet so that you're getting maximum benefit every time you drink a cup of tea. Do you see what I'm saying? And so it's definitely time to boost up. I mentioned sea moss. Let me give you the mic, Dwayne. I mentioned sea moss. This is our green sea moss. This is a bulk. Okay. You see how this is like the size of my head. Okay. This is a 1 pound bulk package of green moss. Okay. All right. So with, you asked about immunity. Sea moss is also excellent. Why? Sea moss nourishes the thyroid and it's pulling the mucus out of the body. And so that mucus buildup in the body because of whatever we're eating and other things that we're doing, and that mucus continues to build up. If you want to, take a great expectorant, something that will clear that mucus out of the lungs, sea moss does it. Sea moss does it. So I would definitely add that to my list of immunity, my immunity list. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, so in this broadcast, our thing is we just wanted to give you kind of a quick overview, just reintroducing ourselves to brand new people, talk about what drives us, what our passions are, that kind of thing. So, it's more than just a follow. We want you to know what you should be expecting. But most importantly, who the people behind it. You know what I'm saying? We're not just jumping in front of the camera and like, all that. Right. No, but we really have a determined purpose to see health and wellness become the thing amongst our people, period. Yeah. Because this is something, and I have this. It's not even a crazy dream. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah. But I do see the day where hospitals are being depopulated. Our people are coming out of hospitals because they realize, wait a minute, a lot of this stuff we can do ourselves. We don't need you. Yeah. So that's the far-reaching goal that I personally have. I want to see that happen. And that's what we're doing, our small part, with this platform, with Sambatree. Yeah. And so on that, when we do, if you subscribe to Sambatree, that YouTube page, you're gonna have little things I'm be uploading. Like I just did one, the top 5 things that are was it burdock root? I forgot. Oh no, it was hibiscus. I said the top 5 things that are beneficial for Black men who take hibiscus. I worded that wrong, but you got what I'm saying. Yeah. But I want to start targeting what are some specific herbs that our Black men need to be taking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, our women, they're a lot of times they're up on this stuff, but our men, we need more of our men on these things as well. You know what I'm saying? What would you rather have? Sit down and listen to hours and hours and hours of men and women going back and forth on social media about some bunch of nonsense, or with diving in and getting into the solutions of it? Because a lot of this nonsense is rooted on what you're putting in your mouth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we want to do our part, and that's what we're doing here. And so, but think of it as an educational center too. As we find out things, we pass it on to you. Yeah. When you subscribe to the newsletter, which is free, we're always giving out free information, new information, video clips that you ain't gonna see on YouTube. Whatever that we can come across, we do that. And what I mean about wellness, peace of mind as well. Yeah. We have our own music. We put out music that we are passing out too, because it's the importance of just setting the tone of your mind. Yeah. Stop blasting it with all this other foolishness, is even that. So we're thinking of the whole picture. The whole picture. Yeah. And then the last thing I will say, and then I'm going to give her the mic if she has anything else to say, is I am so honored and so glad and happy that this business, this is what we're doing. This is who I'm working with. This is my partner for life. And this is the foundation of what we do. This is where it starts, and we've been married for 26 years now?
26 years.
26 years. You don't know? See, it's my turn. But this is how we believe. 26. This is 26. This is how it starts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's us working together. Yeah. And we have been fortunate enough to have 2 beautiful children, and we're working and this is the foundation, of Sambatree. Yeah. It starts here. Yeah. And then everything we sell on here, we try it out here. If it don't work, we like, nah, we don't pass it along. Good. We ain't gonna pass that along to our people. Yeah. And then we also, we're fortunate enough for some of the stuff that we do sell, we're able to tell the manufacturers, listen, don't you dare put that stuff up in there. Don't you dare do that. Right. You know what I mean? Because they be putting stuff in there to make your skin more ashy and all that other stuff. Nah. Give us the natural stuff. Okay. That's all we want. And then look, long as you got that money, you pay them. They're like, okay, whatever you say. That's how it works. Say, boss. Yeah. That's what they concerned about. Black, white, whatever. They care about green. And you roll up there with some green, you can tell them. You know what I mean? And we're fortunate enough to be in a position where we can do that kind of stuff, so that we can offer some high quality things. And we're constantly on the look out for different things in other countries and stuff like that. We're constantly talking to people and finding out stuff. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that you got to go through to figure out all the details and all that. So some things it takes a little bit longer to get, but trust me and know we are always on the look. And as we find stuff, we're adding it to the page and all of that stuff. So make sure you get on that mailing list.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube page. But also too, like I said, this sale is running out, y'all. 18% store wide. It's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. So you better figure it out. You know, and if you got friends or family you've been telling and they've been like dragging their feet, tell them this is the time. Now is the time. Okay, but that's it. My mouth is sealed, and that's it.
And mine is about to be sealed. I just wanted to say this before we get off of here. You know, this has been fun, and I hope we can do more of this. But you know, for us as we close, for us, this is literally a life mission.
Yes,
it's not a business. It is a business, but it's not. You know. When we started this business, we didn't start it to say, oh, let's scale this thing and let's make it and we're going to make this much money and we're going to. No. It is not that for us. For us, it is part of our life's purpose to help people heal. Because we understand that we can disagree with you or you can disagree with us, let's say on anything, be it religion, politics, whatever. But at the very least, I can help you heal so that you can be a better father, so that you can be a better mother, okay? So that you can raise better, healthier families, and so that our people as a whole, generation by generation, can get better and better and better and do better. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not for us, it's not just, you know, let's just get that sale. No, we truly believe that as you teach people how they can live and curate their life into a healthier life by making healthier choices, it will affect their decision making. It's going to affect how they view themselves, okay? How they view their role in the world. And it's going to at least assist them being the best version of them, okay? And by that, you're going to get healthier families, and our people will be the better for it. So for us, it's bigger than a business. It's a mission. You know what I mean? And we're honored and we're just honored to be able to do that and to be able to serve you and to be able to help in any way we can. So love y'all. All right. Love y'all. I think that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Take care. And like we say, if you have any questions at all, you can feel free to email us at care@sambatree.com. Or you can leave a comment below. Let us know. Yeah. And then we'll try to get into the comments and answer those as well. Okay?
Yeah. Right on. Right.
That's all we have. Thank you so much. See you
next
time.
Love y'all.